Rio de Janeiro has been rocked by outrage after Operation Contention, the deadliest police raid in the state's history, left 132 people dead, including 4 officers, in a massive crackdown on the Comando Vermelho gang.
This massacre is only different from the point of view of its extent, the number of people killed. But it is not different from the point of view of criminal practice, of public security policy, of the way the state usually treats the poor community. Therefore, it is not the first massacre.
What began as an early morning raid across the Penha and Alemão favelas quickly spiraled into chaos. Residents say dozens of unarmed men were gunned down, while police claim they were met with heavy gunfire and explosives.
And they created a supply pit for the criminal workforce, because what we see here, these deaths, represent nothing more than the removal of some people, right? Because not all of them are innocent. There are many who were taken from their positions so that those same positions could be occupied by a legion of people who were born in a country that does not offer life opportunities to the needy.
Governor Cláudio Castro defended the operation, calling it a noble action in defense of justice, and insisted that only the police were victims. He maintained that the raid followed a year-long investigation and more than 60 days of planning.
I have no fear of being investigated, of responding, or of speaking. What happened yesterday was an operation to execute a judicial order. After more than a year of investigation, more than 60 days of planning, which included the public prosecutor's office. We are very confident in defending everything that was done yesterday, and if anyone made a mistake, let them also be at the disposal of the law. Anyone who has acted outside the dictates of the law has in the law their great umbrella and their structure.
But locals and rights groups tell a different story. Families dragged bodies into public squares, accusing authorities of mass executions. Witnesses claim many victims showed signs of execution-style killings. Rio's Secretary of Public Security, Victor Santos, admitted the high lethality was foreseeable, while the Public Defender's Office confirmed over 130 deaths, fueling accusations of state-sanctioned violence.
Now some of those criminals decided to confront the state and attacked our police deliberately, cruelly, and violently. 4 officers were killed and about a dozen were injured as a result of this confrontation. The victims of this operation yesterday are the 4 innocent people who were slightly injured and our 4 officers who died.
Amid rising global concern, the UN Human Rights Office called for a transparent and independent investigation, warning that the scale of civilian deaths cannot be justified under any security pretext. As the favelas mourned their dead, heavily armed officers guarded the funeral of slain policeman Rodrigo Velloso Cabral, hailed as a hero by state officials. With 81 arrests, 93 rifles seized, and half a ton of drugs recovered, Rio's streets remain tense. The operation may have targeted a cartel, but it has reopened Brazil's deepest wounds over police violence and justice in the country's poorest communities.